Peace, brothers and sisters in humanity. I gave you a day off. Now I'm back. Alright, the video before this one, the latest video I've done is to do with Arab, when the Arabs conquered the world in the name of Islam. Alright, and I gave you verses from the Quran, and that's so I don't have to repeat myself every video because it makes it longer. And I told you this ideology, where did it come from? I told you what ISIS used to justify what they done, okay? And I told you, I gave you the verses from the Quran. The Quran is all to do with forgiveness, mind your own business, do not transgress, forgive, be peaceful, and all this. I mean, there's tens of probably hundreds of verses, just mind your own business. You don't judge. You do not judge anyone, alright? The only judge is Allah, the Creator, okay? Now, we ask a question. Where did ISIS get his ideology? Why did they do what they done? As I said, all the Sunnis and Shia say, oh, well, not here. Here is not the Shia because it's nothing to do with them. It's to do with Sunnis, right? Oh, this ISIS is nothing to do with us. They don't practice Islam, okay? Yes, they do not practice Islam, but they practice the Hadith, okay? All the ideology came from a Hadith, right? And what did they do? They invaded people's countries, isn't it? Right? They invaded Syria, they invaded Iraq, right? Where did that come from? From a Hadith. I'm going to go through all what ISIS done, right? And every act they have done, they have got a Hadith, right? They used. The first Hadith is Rawahu Muslim, Kitab al-Jihad. And Kitab al-Jihad, number, it's in Muslims, number 1271. And Abu Huraira again, right? Every evil things you find Abu Huraira, right? Or any stories like magical story or the unseen is Abu Huraira. Radiyallahu anhu, yeah? That means God is really pleased with this guy. Alright. And Abu Huraira قال رسول الله من مات ولم يغزو ولم يحدث نفسه به مات على شعبة النفاق. Right? That means whoever didn't invade, right? Invade. Al-Ghazw is invade, right? Invade. And he didn't really tell himself to invade, he would die as a hypocrite, right? That's what ISIS used to give him permission to invade other people's countries. All right. Another one, Sahih al-Bukhari and Muslim, all right? عن أبي عمر رضي الله عنهما قال سمعت رسول الله يقول أمرت أن أقاتل الناس حتى يقولوا لا إله إلا الله فإذا قالوها عصموا مني دماءهم وأموالهم إلا بحقها وحسابهم على الله. What it means, the Prophet was told by Allah to basically kill everyone, right? Until they say La ilaha illallah, there's no God by God, right? And if they say it, right, I don't have to kill them or take their money. This is it. So the Prophet came to kill people until they say there's no God but God, right? And if they say it, that's it. He won't take their money or their women or that. So they're safe, right? So that's what he said. And in the Quran, I told you, you have to watch the last video. Right. مسند أحمد رقم 5114 عن ابن عمر قال رسول الله بعثت بالسيف حتى يعبد الله لا شريك له وجعل رزقي تحت ظل رمحي وجعل الذلة والصغار على من خالف أمري ومن تشبه بقوم فهو منهم. That means I came with a sword, right? Until only God will be worshipped. And basically, that's it. That's what it is. He came with a sword until everyone say La ilaha illallah. That means there's no God but God. And basically his wealth, and he said his wealth come from the shadow of his sword. Okay, and whoever looks like let's say uh, looks like Jews or Christian or gays or anyone is one of them. All right. حديث البخاري number 2818 عن سالم أبي نصر مولي عمر بن عبيد الله بن أبي أوفى رضي الله عنهما. These people all God is really pleased with them obviously, yeah. عنهما أن رسول الله قال واعلموا أن الجنة تحت ظلال السيوف. Here, okay, say heaven is the only way to go to heaven is by the sword. Obviously, you have to kill people with sword, right? You have to use your sword, right? Basically, it's all violence, right? And then hadith عن أبو هريرة again في مسلم بعثت بجوامع الكلم ونصرت بالرعب فبينما أنا نائم أتيت بمفاتيح الخزائن الأرض فوضعت في يدي ثم قال أبو هريرة وأنتم تنتثلونها. That means the Prophet, right? The Prophet here, he came to terrorize people, right? When he was asleep, he was given the keys to all the wealth of the world, right? And then Abu Hurairah said to his people after the death of the Prophet, and you have to take that wealth out, basically, because it's for you. The wealth of the whole world, you have to go and get it by the sword. Okay? This is just a few because there's a lot of them, right? You're going to tell me it's weak, it's not weak, it's not whatever. Yeah, it's not. They're not weak. Okay, so most of them are not weak. Okay. Now, you remember when ISIS threw that gay person from the building? All right. There is no way in the Quran asks you to kill them. All right. God will judge them. We don't know. We don't interfere with these things. Do you know what I mean? As long as they're keeping it to themselves and not taking it like to a different level, trying to impose it on you, you leave it to God. All right? He judges them. He's the judge. He's the only judge. All right? He knows what to do with them. I don't care. I don't know. I don't know and I don't care. All right? Not because someone is gay, I'm going to go and kill him. All right? But ISIS done it, and there is a hadith. And there's few of them, but the one, very known one is عن ابن عباس أن رسول الله قال من وجدتموه يعمل عمل قوم لوط فاقتلوا الفاعل والمفعول به. That means whoever you found, alright? قوم Lot is, you know what Lot, what happened to the people of Lot, what happened there. There's a verse in the Quran about it, okay? But here he says whoever is gay and you catch him doing the act, you have to kill both of them. Basically, that's what he said. Now, how about the ones that they don't pray? All right, you know when they used to pray. You know, salat, it's not praying, yeah, like they make it out to be, because to them salat is the 5 times a day. All right, that's the salat. Any other salat doesn't exist to them. Okay, so whoever doesn't do the 5 times a day, all right, there is a hadith for that. ISIS killed them. You have to pray. If you don't pray and you insist on not praying, they'll kill you. Yustatab aw yuqtal. That means you have to repent or you get killed. So, this is رواه مسلم. This is in Muslim. عن جابر عبد الله الأنصاري وعن أبيه بين العبد وبين الكفر والشرك ترك الصلاة. That means if you don't pray 5 times a day, you either not believer, right? Or you basically are idolizer. That means you get killed, right? So يستتاب أو يقتل تارك الصلاة. وفي مسلم عن بريدة بن حصيب أن الرسول قال العهد بيننا وبينهم الصلاة فمن تركها فقد كفر. That means here the Prophet said whoever like doesn't pray, he's not believer, and you have to kill him basically, because that's what they do, and they kill the ones that don't believe, right? قتل المرتد, the ones that changes his religion, right? البخاري رقم 6922 من بدل دينه فاقتلوه. عن الرسول قال من بدل دينه فاقتلوه. Here, this Bukhari hadith, the Prophet said, whoever changes his religion, you have to kill him. Right? That's exactly what ISIS done. And in the same hadith, this is the same hadith, right? This عن عكرمة قال أتى علي رضي الله عنه بزنادقة فأحرقهم فبلغ ذلك ابن عباس فقال لو كنت أنا لم أحرقهم بل أقتلهم كما قال الرسول فمن بدل دينه فاقتله. That means this Ali is رضي الله عنه is one of the companions, the closest companions, right, to the Prophet. He brought some not believers, right, and then he burnt them, right? He burnt them. That's what it says in the hadith. What did ISIS do? Burnt people, right? Ali brought some people and burnt them because they didn't believe or didn't pray, whatever, didn't believe, right? So this Ibn Abbas, which is Ibn Abbas, is you hear his name a lot. He said if I was him, I wouldn't have burnt them. I would have killed them, like the Prophet said. Okay. Now, enslaving women, like ISIS done. حديث أبو داود وأحمد عن أبي سعيد أن الرسول قال في سبي أوطاس. This is Autas. This is one. These people, they had a fight with them and that. لا توطأ حامل. لا توطأ حامل حتى تضاع ولا غير حامل حتى تحيض. That means you can't enslave women until if they're pregnant. I mean, enslave them so you can sell them or get married to them. You know, I mean, force them to marry them or something. We can do business with them. Basically, just sell them or whatever you want. Like ISIS done, exactly like ISIS done. This is a hadith from them, right? That means you can't do that. Right? You can't enslave women until if they're pregnant, they have to put their kids. They have the baby. They have to have the baby, or until they have a period. All right. Before that, you can't enslave them. All right, and you can't sell them. Basically, and then whoever shaves his beard, all right, shaves his beard. There's a hadith about the Prophet said, قص الشوارب وعفوان اللحي وخالف المشركين. That means what it is. Shave your mustache and leave your beard, and do not do what the idolizers do, right? Because if you do that, we have to go back to the hadith. من تشبه بقوم فهو مثلهم. Whoever looks like any people like that, do you know what I'm saying? Trying to be whoever's not Muslim, right? Do not try to look like him, right? Because if you look like him, you're one of them, right? And then all the Ahl al-Ummah wal ulama, Ibn Uthaymeen, Ibn Taymiyyah, Ibn al-Baz, he said it's forbidden. Right? It's forbidden to do that because you look like gay. And you know what they do with the gay people? They throw them out of buildings and that. So this is it. This is what ISIS are followed, right? And all this hadith is from the Sunni. Okay? So how are you going to stand here and tell me ISIS had nothing to do with you when they actually practiced what you hide? Practice your books, practice the Sunni books, practice the Bukhari, and practice Muslim, practice Abu Dawood, and then you have your scholars saying the same thing. You can't hide that. You can search it in Google if you want. It's actually videos, right, from your clerics selling the same ideology. So, how are you going to turn around and try to hide it? Right? Trying to hide the truth. ISIS belongs to the Sunnis. Simples. Right? They just practiced what you hide in your books. But you're hypocrites. You can't even practice what's in your books. So you take half. So basically you believe in some, even in your Sunnah, you're asking people to follow it. Right? You practice some of it and you don't practice some. تؤمنون ببعض السنة وتكفرون ببعض. That means you don't believe in all the Quran because you believe in some verses and you don't believe in some, right? And you change it and you like basically a verse you don't like, you don't use it, or you cover it, right? And then even in your Sunnah, you practice some of it and you don't practice some. And if someone practices it, you call him the not believers, okay? Kuffar, right? And some of your clerics didn't even make takfir on ISIS. right? Most of your clerics didn't call ISIS kuffar, but you're calling someone like me, who practices the Quran only, as a kafir. You see the hypocrisy. You see that evil sect, evil cult. That makes no sense. You're following, and you're asking me to go back to it. No way. No way on earth. No way on earth. You can kill me if you want, but I will not go back to that evil belief. Peace.